Hey everybody, welcome back to 1 Minute Walking Tours. I am your host Jonathan. Powerful warm here, late August. Anyone who just watched my last tour about the old cemetery, this is the cemetery a little bit further down the road, about that way. I don't know, 5-minute walk or so. But this is the Old North Cemetery. I think every town in New England, maybe in the United States, has an Old North Cemetery. This is West Hartford's. This is where Connecticut, where West Hartford actually has one of its Bronze Star Award recipients is interred here, and there's a marker for that. A little too hot and late in the day for me to find it, but that's actually not why we're here. We're here for this large granite marker, and this is to the men who served in the Civil War from West Hartford, whose bodies could not be found or sent home to be interred. This was actually quite common in the Civil War. There's a fantastic book called There Is This Republic of Suffering, where people are learning the idea that in the modern war, and certainly in the 1860s, very often a body could not be found or it was pulverized beyond recognition. You get the idea. So there's a number of names on here, including one on the back. Not sure why Corporal Edward Demings is on the back here. I chalk things like that up to administrative error. But Corporal Demings, Edward Demings, is killed outright at the Battle of Antietam in Sharpsburg, Maryland in 1862. And accompanied with that, because he has this space on this side, he has a popular refrain from the Civil War: "On fame's eternal campground, their silent tents are spread, and glory guards with solemn round the bivouac of the dead." Antietam is considered America's deadliest day. 23,000 wounded and killed in 12 hours. Although the September 17th date for the Battle of Antietam, that's being expanded now to really be 2-day battle, which is really what it was, the 16th and the 17th. And the deadliest day in American history is now being considered the second day of Gettysburg, which was July 2nd, 1863. Either way, really horrible days in American history. Now, this stone was erected in 1904 as part of the state of Connecticut's commemoration of the American Civil War and the recognition that a number of those bodies, a number of the people who served in Connecticut, simply they could not be brought back. So it says, "By the state of Connecticut, in memory of the men of West Hartford who offered up their lives as a sacrifice in the Civil War, 1861-65, and whose bodies were never brought home for burial." Now it lists a number of names and the units they served in and the date of their death, all around 1862-63. Now, the name we're here to find, or the name we're here to talk about, is here. A man named Henry Sperry. We're going to go with Sperry. And now, he was in Company A, 7th Regiment of the Connecticut Volunteers, and he died from wounds at the Battle of Battery Wagner. Now, what's interesting about the Battle of Battery Wagner is that's the battle at the end of the movie Glory, where Connecticut troops, the 7th and the 10th Connecticut Volunteers, were the reinforcements to the 54th Massachusetts, and it's Connecticut troops, which are the horrible white troops who are razzing the 54th Massachusetts, telling them all sorts of horrible things. But he was part of the supporting white troops that were never able to capture Battery Wagner, and his body was obviously never recovered, and he's commemorated here in West Hartford, Connecticut. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you here soon at 1 Minute Walking Tours.